Okay, so we ended up with running out of a little bit of room on the board, but I've rewritten these equations. So I've got two equations now and two variables. So how would you want to solve this?
Well, I'm going to solve for x in terms of y.
All right.
So multiply everything by 30, and we get x equals 100 minus y times 30.
100 minus y times.
It's times 3 because we can cancel a 0 there.
Okay.
Over 10.
Over 10. All right.
And then, well, x is 300 minus 3y over 10. But I guess we can leave it at this.
Okay.
Then I'm going to plug this value for x into that equation.
Okay. Interesting. Let me ask you to make a different approach to how you might want to solve these equations.
Well, we could see what x equals in terms of y here,
Okay.
and then set these two values equal to each other.
All right. What does it equal here?
Well, you multiply by 15. X is 15y over 100, which is 3y over 20.
Right. But this is a lot nicer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do that and that, or
Yeah, see this expression here, solving, is totally fine. This is absolutely correct. This expression is just so much nicer. It's good to look at both. What are my choices? If I want to solve for x, let's look at both my choices. And this one is a lot nicer. What do you want to do now?
let's plug this value into that equation.
Okay.
So 15y over 100 over 30 is 100 minus y over 100.
All right.
Alright, and this 30 will flip up, so it's 15y over 100 times 30.
Okay, 15y over 100 times 30.
And now let's multiply by 100.
Okay, what happens when I multiply by 100?
You get 15y over 30 is 100 minus y. Now, you can just do a bit of canceling. So y over 2 is 100 minus y. Well, multiply by 2.
What do you get when you multiply by 2?
Y equals 200 minus 2y. So, 3y is 200.
That's 200.
So y is 200 over 3.
Y is 200 over 3. So that's here. 200 thirds. Okay. So what is this part over here now?
This part, well, it's 100 is 300 thirds. So this is just 100 thirds.
Okay, this part's 100 thirds. Okay, how do we find what x is now?
Well, we'll just put this value of y back into, say, this equation.
Okay, or how about here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one do you want to do?
Let's do this one. This one's, because we already have x equals.
Right, you have x equals here already. So that's, okay, so x equals what?
X equals 15 times 200 thirds, the whole thing over 100. So 100x equals 15 times 200 over 3. 300x is 15 times 200. And then we can divide by 300 since we were 3 and 100. X is. So you're left with 3 at the bottom, and you're going to be left with 10.
Okay. Plus x equals 10.
It was less than 15.
It was less than 15. Now, you made solving here pretty complicated. You multiply by 100, but this 100 just becomes, this goes directly to this. You see that? Do you see why 15 times 200 over 3?
This can flip up.
I don't know what you mean when you say it flips up.
I mean, this 3 over 100 becomes 200 over 3 times 100.
Right. Right. So this, you don't have to do all these intermediate multiplying steps. This expression is that expression. They're the same. So right away, now we can cancel a 3 with a 15 and get a 5. We can cancel 100 with a 200, and we get x equals 10. So sure enough. Okay. Good job. Tough slogging through those equations.